Oh, don't tell me we've decided to come back to work.
What do you want me to do?
Did you enjoy yourself in Leeds?
Yeah, it was all right. Have some breakfast.
Arm didn't bother you too much then?
No, it's a lot better now.
Well, we'd appreciate a bit more warning next time you plan to do something like that again.
Well, it wouldn't be much use. Not with my arm like it was.
Even so, we've still got to plan these things.
I'll remember for next time, all right?
Mark, we're not being awkward. You know things are difficult. We need your help to get things done.
Yeah, I understand. But I think I'm doing as much as I can for the money that you're paying me.
We can't afford to pay you any more.
I know.
Why do you think we're letting next door for Christmas and New Year?
Jack, you don't have to keep explaining. I understand money's short. It's you that keeps going on about it.
Hiya. I didn't think you'd be up until past.
I heard you moving around. Not looking else, does it?
Nah. I thought I'd cook your breakfast, Archie.
Well, who said I want any?
And there you go. From me and Alice. Happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, mate.
And I've asked Elizabeth if she'd babysit tonight.
Elizabeth, what for?
Well, I thought we might go down the wall pack for a drink. What would there been a special occasion and that?
Oh, thanks. As lovely as that. Well, what's special about being 29? Next year, maybe. The big 3-0.
Still worth a drink, though, Archie.
I'll tell you the truth, I'm not that bothered.
Oh, come on. Look, it's Seth's birthday too. He'll be expected to see you.
Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to celebrate our birthdays this year.
Oh, come on, Archie.
No, it's cancelled due to lack of interest, all right?
Oh, yeah? Well, this came for you this morning. It's postmarked Scarborough. It's from Mum. There you go. You see, some of us are interested. Anyway, I'm not cancelling the babysitter, so you'll have to think about it, OK?
Yeah, all right. I'll think about it.
Hiya.
Hi.
Jack and Sarah, meet Sangeeta.
Hello.
She's never been to a farm before.
Passed a few, but never set foot on one.
Well, don't get too excited.
It is all right me coming. Mark did mention it.
Yeah, this is your home, Rachel.
Mark said that there were problems.
Nothing that won't sort itself out, given time.
Come on, I'll show you around.
What about your breakfast?
I'll get it later.
Well,
Well, the main problem is that Ma wants to realise her interest in the farm.
She wants to be able to live comfortably in her old age. No one can blame her for that.
well, why don't you just buy her part of the farm offer?
Oh, it's not as simple as that.
We haven't got the money to give her what she's due and carry on as a going concern.
That's why we're trying to think of more ways to bring money in. That's why we're letting next door for Christmas and New Year.
Well, that's OK by me. I don't think Mark's too happy about it, though. But I'll talk him round.
It shouldn't bother Rachel. It's happening whether Mark likes it or not.
But, Archie, I got it specially this morning and made it for you, and I went shopping in my lunch hour yesterday. Come on, it's a birthday treat.
Did I ask you to, did I?
No. But you didn't say you weren't eating either. Oh, come on, Archie, I've made it now. It's only going to go to waste.
Well, you have it then. Or give it Alice. Anyway, that's my point. There's far too much waste.
All right, I agree with you, but what's the point in starving yourself?
Fasting? I'm on a fast for 2 days. There's a difference.
So how's that going to help the starving millions in Africa, Archie?
Well, it's going to give me an idea of what it's like to go without food. And the money I don't spend on food, I'm going to send to the World Famine Fund.
So does this mean that you won't be eating at all today?
Not today, not tomorrow.
Not even a bit?
Not even if I was in a room full of food. Look, you know me, Nick. Once I set my mind on something, that's it.
Lorraine! What? Lorraine, please!
You know you can stay here as long as you want, don't you?
But what?
But there's one thing I can't let you do, and that's nothing.
What have I done now?
You haven't done anything. That's just the trouble. I don't mind you staying here. I don't want you just lying around the house.
So what am I supposed to do?
I think you ought to go back to school.
School? No way.
Why not? Your friends are there. You could take your GCSEs still.
Look, I can't see the point. May as well hang on till I'm 16 and get a job.
What sort of job are you going to get without qualifications?
You're beginning to sound like my mother. It's money I want. Wages, not certificates.
Well, promise me you'll think about it.
There's no point. I'm not going back to school.
So what do you plan to do in the meanwhile?
Think of something.
Lorraine?
I'll think of something, OK?
Thanks, Caroline.
What do you think I should do?
What?
Well, what would you do if you were me?
What are you talking about?
Lynn says I should go back to school. What do you think?
Suit yourself, it's your life.
Well, that's what I said.
Well, there you go then.
I'll be 16 soon, I could get a job. You don't seem very interested.
Do I have to be? Like I said, it's your life. You want to throw it away, you can do. But if I was you, I'd go back to school.
Is that what you think you've done? Throwing your life away?
No, I was speaking generally. I wasn't talking about me.
Could have fooled me.
Look, why don't you just keep your nose out, eh?
Look, I was going to say, if you think you're doing another job, I could always give you a hand.
You what? I just wish you could hear yourself. That's just the most stupid, pathetic thing I've ever heard. You might be better off at school. Might help you to grow up.
Oh, sorry, Fran. We're not disturbing you, are we?
No, just off. And how are things with you, Lynn?
Oh, so. We're organising a surprise party for Archie and Seth at the wine bar tonight, if you and Kim fancy popping along.
That's very kind of you, but I doubt if Kim and I can make it. I'm not sure what time she's coming back, you see. Anyway, I hope it all goes well.
Thanks.
See you later.
Bye. Poor Frank. Chris was saying he's been counting the minutes while Kim's away.
Oh.
So, what's the plan of action?
Right. Well, I'll get started on the food this afternoon. If you could do a few mini quiches, that'd be great. The more food, the better. Well, you know Archie eats like a horse, and Seth's always complaining Meg doesn't feed him up properly.
Well, I've told everyone but the postman it's on. I need to promise to get Archie to the Woolpack somehow, even if he has to use a wheelbarrow.
Like it?
Exquisite.
You're not looking at the
I
blouse.
don't need to.
Ah.
Well, that's nice.
You think so?
Well, yes. You do have the most perfect taste.
I wasn't sure about the combination of colours.
I know, honestly. Couldn't be better.
Well, he has several silk ties, but I couldn't walk past that one. It's just his style.
Absolutely.
I've never been away before without buying him something. It seemed the right thing to do.
He's a lucky man.
Oh, hi, Nick. This is a friend of mine, his name's Geeta. Hi.
All right.
Hello. Do you fancy going for a drink?
Oh, no, I've got to get back and take over from Archie.
Nick's got a little girl called Alice.
Aww.
Archie looks after her during the day.
Yeah. Look, what you're doing tonight is just that there's a bit of a party on for Archie and Seth. It's their birthdays. Why don't you both come along?
All right, where?
At Lynn's Wine Bar, about 7:30.
You got to meet Seth. He's a real one-off.
Yeah, just make sure you're there early, otherwise you could miss a right laugh.
Why's that?
Well, Archie doesn't actually know about it.
Oh,
Neither
right.
does Seth.
Right.
And, well, it's complicated. Just make sure you're there, all right?
I wouldn't dare miss it. Michael?
Hi.
You know Sangeeta.
Hi.
Yeah.
How are you?
Do you really want to know?
Michael, there's a bit of a party on tonight. Ah, I forgot. Sorry, I wasn't thinking.
It's all right. It's not your fault, Nick.
Right, well, I better get off. I'll leave you to it. See ya.
Okay,
See ya.
bye.
Bye.
So where are you going?
Into Otten to get a few things.
Listen, we're going for a drink. Do you
No, no, thanks.
All right. See you around then.
Probably, yeah, yeah. Hi, Mum.
Must be out. Well, here we are.
Here we are. Oh, I left your roses in the car.
I think we better leave them there, don't you?
Yes, I suppose so.
Do you know how I feel having to deliver you back here?
Tell me.
Frustrated, helpless, resentful, jealous, and a dozen other feelings that don't have convenient names.
That makes two of us.
I remember the first time I came to see you here, in the grounds.
Do you?
June the 9th. I was talking to Joe Sugden. You were riding.
The Houghton Show.
What?
I was practicing for the Houghton Show.
I didn't know what to say to you. I can't ever remember having been stuck for words before.
You seemed confident enough to me.
Ah, front. Inside, I was 14 years old.
I felt exactly the same.
Kim, I have to see you again, and it has to be soon.
Kim?
It will be.
Kim?
In here.
Hello, love.
Hello, Frank.
Welcome. And this mare you bought, does she have a name?
Candy.
What, Black Bay? Palomino?
Done with white sauce.
And you picked her up in the first sale?
First sale?
The sale before the second sale. Don't tell me it was so bad that you've forgotten it already.
Well, it wasn't anything to write home about, was it, Kim?
No, not what we'd heard it was.
Well, at least the trip wasn't a total failure. When's she arriving?
Next week. Oh, we might have to go down and pick her up.
They usually deliver, don't they?
Well, they all said they'd let us know. Oh, I brought you a present.
Never fails, every trip. What a woman, eh, Neil? Oh, darling, that's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. You will. Well, I haven't been exactly lazy while you've been away. I've revamped the whole of Phase 2 of the holiday village, which reminds me, when can we get together about the golf driving range?
Oh, whenever you like.
Well, I've got an outline in the next room, if you've got a minute now.
Of course.
Well, let's go through now. I'll see you shortly, sweetheart. Don't you go away.
Michael, I want to talk to you.
I don't think we've got anything to say, have we?
Have you got a minute to come inside?
What for?
Please.
Well, I honestly don't see the point, Mum.
For my sake. Please.
More coffee, you two?
Oh, no, thanks. I'd better be getting along.
Oh, Neil, thanks for looking after Kim. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yes, thank you, Neil. I'll be in touch about the mare.
Come on, I'll see you later.
Bye now, Frank.
Take care. Oh, it's good to have you back.
It was only 2 days.
And 2 nights. I missed you.
I missed you too, Frank.
Are you looking after yourself?
I'm all right.
Is there anything you need? Money?
No, really, I'm all right.
When you came here the other day, I think I might have been a bit sharp.
No, look, Mum, don't go apologising for that. You never asked for what happened. If there's any apologising to be done, it's me that should be doing it.
You could spend the rest of your life apologising. It's time to stop saying you're sorry.
But that's all I can say. I can't undo what I've done. I can't pretend it never happened.
And you can't expect forgiveness. Not at the moment.
What am I supposed to do then?
Take the blame for what you did. Show everybody that you accept responsibility. You've got to earn respect from people now, Michael, if you're ever going to be trusted again.
I feel so terrible, Mum.
I've been so angry with you. Why? Why did you do it?
I don't know. I've ruined so many things for so many people. I deserve everything I get.
I can't say it's going to be all right. I wish I could. But I'm not going to turn my back on you anymore.
All I ever wanted was to make you happy, Mum. Instead, I brought you nothing but grief. Oh, I know you don't want to hear it. All I can say is that I'm so sorry.
Well, what do you think?
Nice. Is it new?
Newish. I've worn it a couple of times. I thought it might do for tonight.
What's tonight?
Archie's surprise party. Well, his and Seth's.
Should be a bundle of laughs.
You never know.
Do you think there'll be anyone there my age?
No, just as crinklies.
I'll do that.
Oh, you can give me a hand.
No, leave it. I can manage. You get off and organise your party.
Oh, there's loads of time.
Well, suit yourself, but I can see to these.
Well, thanks.
So long as you don't mind me leaving the drying up to Michael.
Sounds fair.
I've been thinking, there isn't that much to do round here, so I might go back to school.
Oh, I think your mum would be really pleased to hear that.
Yeah, well, don't go telling her yet, just in case I change my mind. I don't think I will, though. You got to get your laughs somewhere, haven't you?
I had an idea today.
What, to do with pies?
No. I've been looking through some old leaflets. Cash crop alternatives.
No, we abandoned that idea ages ago.
We should think about it. We could turn over a couple of fields to rapeseed.
Wouldn't work. Cash crops are nothing new.
Listen, they think that rapeseed could be the biodiesel of the future.
Yeah, I know.
Well then.
You can't grow rapeseed in the Dales, Sarah. We're too exposed.
Oh.
I have thought about this before, you know. I'm not completely stuck in the mud.
There you are, Seth. That's 7.
I've always thought pints should be like birthday candles.
How do you mean?
One for every year.
Oh, there's not enough barrels in the cellar for you, Seth.
Thanks. I saw Michael earlier on today. He seemed a bit... well, you know.
How would you feel in his position?
I just want to say thanks. Thanks for everything you've done for him.
Someone had to. He's always been a good friend to me.
How's he coping with the curfew?
All right, I think. I don't see that much of him, just during the day.
Rachel, I'm starving. Is it going to be long?
Well, there's loads of food next door.
What are we waiting for then?
She never stops eating.
Happy birthday!
I knew you were up to something.
Archie, do you want a drink?
No, I don't. Anybody wants to buy me a drink tonight? I'll have the money in here for World Famine Relief Fund. I'm on water.
Archie, you can't be serious.
I'm deadly serious. If the rest of you have got any sense of decency, you'll do the same. I mean, what's it going to cost you one night's booze? Just think of all the lives your money could save.
No, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right, then who are you going to give your money to? Alan Turner or people who really need it?
I think he's got a point.
Yeah, just think. Every pound that don't go over that bar could buy some grain for an undernourished family.
One night without food and drink isn't going to hurt anyone here, is it?
Out of here.
He has got a point, Alan.
Well, I've got a living to make. His third world conscience is going to decimate my night's takings.
Well, what if you take a one-off collection?
What?
We can't ignore what he's doing's right, so perhaps if you were
People
to...
will only spend a limited amount of money, that much I know.
Well, everything they're prepared to spend tonight looks like ending up in Archie's glass.
Oh, come on, Mr. Turner. You'd be helping us and the third world.
Oh, right.
Great. Right, come on, everyone. We're all going next door. Archie, Seth, after you.
I've got 7 pints here.
Nick, Mark, bring his pints through, will you?
Right.
You've done all this?
What?
I had no idea.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you.
You say something, Seth. I've said enough.
Well, this is a big surprise and no mistake. In fact, it's at times like this that you wish you hadn't had your tea.
Everybody.
Hey, why don't you tell me?
Well, would it have made any difference with the night watching?
No, not really.
I thought you said you were starving.
I was. What happened? Your friend Archie's right. If we thought less of our own selfish needs once in a while, the world might be a better place.
But this one.
Hey, Mark, these sausages are all right. Try one.
No, I think I'll leave it actually, Seth.
No, suit you can.
I appreciate the gesture.
Enough to get stuck into that lot.
Oh, what I said in there still stands. Just because it's my birthday, I'm not going to change my mind.
You're a head case, Archie Brooks.
I wish you'd read this article. Honestly, you won't believe it.
Tell me about it.
No, I mean it.
So do I. Tell me about it.
You all right, my dear?
Yes, I'm fine.
Do you want a coffee?
No, no thanks.
If there's anything you wanted to talk about,
I saw Michael today.
and how's he bearing up?
You'll be pleased to hear that we're no longer at odds.
I am pleased. That's not the whole story, though, is it?
Why have my two turned out the way they have, Eric? Where did I fail them? What did I do wrong?
How can you say you failed them?
One abandons her child, the other turns into a criminal. Well, that sort of behaviour doesn't come from right-thinking people. And they are what I made them.
Everyone makes their own mistakes, Elizabeth. You didn't make them for them.
I can't help feeling responsible in some way.
For what? No, seriously, for what? Elsa wanted other things. She had to get it out of her system. Not your fault. Michael made a big mistake under pressure. Again, not your fault.
He does seem genuinely sorry.
He is, Elizabeth. I know he is.
You are both veggie.
But no!
What sort of party that turned out to be?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever eat again.
I'll remind you of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm getting soaked.